The Hogwarts sim in Second Life has it all. Not only everything you would expect to see in a well-designed region, but all the trimmings of the Harry Potter adventures. It's roleplay, so members immerse themselves in the part and basically act out a character, or characters, while they're here. This marvellous creation is very much a team effort, but it is the brainchild of our host and my first guest this week. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Danton Thirroul. Hey, Danton, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Angelico.
Well, it really is a wonderful sim. You know, you go around here and you see the Quidditch pitch and you see all the little shops in Diagon Valley, Alley, and this marvelous great hall where we are right now. So tell me, where did this idea come from? What is the history of this place and how did it come to be?
Well, there's been various attempts and various people have tried a Harry Potter themed Sims. And I suppose we all came about because we were a bunch of role players, but we're also fans first and foremost. And we just wanted a place where we could celebrate, enjoy the works of J.K. Rowling, but also just do it in the environment that Second Life allows us to do. So actually to create it, so you can actually interact with the environment the whole way through. So really it was the urge to do that allowed us to, really push forward and make this place.
And it is a role-play sim, so people actually act out one of the characters. So let us know the truth. Which is the most popular character? Do people want to be Harry, or do they want to be what's her name, Hermione?
Hermione. No, we made the decision to set it sort of after the last book, because as fans of Rowling's work, we'd said that she'd been very clear that the only place you would actually read about her characters is in her books. And we're big fans, so we didn't want to upset that one. So we set it afterwards. So we're all characters, we assume Harry and Hermione and Ron, they're all out there doing their own thing. And this is, what happened afterwards. We are all new characters in the same locations and the same places. Whether people actually do live out the Harry or Hermione fantasies, that's their own thing. But we don't allow anybody play those characters because, we'd all sit around arguing who was to be Harry, really, or Hermione.
Yes, I can imagine you have this army of Harrys and Hermiones going around having sort of, insinuated relationships and so forth. Okay, well, I mean, Hogwarts is all about magic, right? I mean, it is, after all, a school for witches and warlocks. So do you have everything in Second Life is ultimately possible? So do you have magic that you can perform? Is that what this role play is all about?
Well, we actually do have lessons and everything. I mean, the entire place is populated. I mean, every student is played by somebody who wants to play a Hogwarts student, all the adult roles, all the professors, all the lessons are taught. And it depends on the lesson. It depends on what they're doing. What we don't do and what we will not do is a lot of role-playing games, especially a lot of MMORPGs out in the metaverse. You go play in them and they've got, very elaborate combat systems. And the entire thing is based on how well you can hit things and destroy things. And we decided not to do that because of the grounds. That's not really role play. That's hitting people with things. So what we've actually done is we've rejected a combat system entirely. It's all role played. I'll say I cast a spell at you in open chat.
Right.
One of the effects of that as well, and we could have that. I mean, everything in a world of Hogwarts has been made by members of the community. So if someone actually built us a giant heads-up display combat system, then I'm sure we'd test it out. But right now, we're actually we've been working very well without one, and it's led to an awful lot of real role play as people focus on their characters and not on their ability to blow each other up.
Yes. There's also, of course, something which is approaching combat role play, and that's that wonderful Quidditch pitch. We saw that in the clip earlier. The Quidditch, I mean, I'll tell you what, that absolutely has my attention 100%. That looks difficult, though.
It is. Well, I think the thing that has to be said, I mean, I think the Quidditch stands as something we're so proud of here because it's been created entirely by the members themselves. I mean, everything from the brooms to the uniforms to the pitches to the scripts that run the snitches and the ball, and it's been very complex putting it together. Once you get into it, it's tremendously exciting. It's great fun. It's great fun to watch. I mean, we just had the game of the season, Ravenclaw v Slytherin, which was very exciting.
With all due respect to Slytherin, I'm very, very glad that Ravenclaw won.
Yeah, they did win. It was close though. Neither team had lost this season. It'd been great, and it that really is where we're really proud of what the sim is about, and why I think doing something like this you can do in, say, Second Life, but not, say, on a normal metaverse game, because it's all about the community pulling together and coming up with ideas, and they came up with the ideas for cheerleaders and things like that, and it's just great fun. It is great fun indeed.
Danton, you've actually achieved an enormous amount with this sim already. Do you have any plans for this sim? Any growth ideas?
Oh, definitely. Well, one of the things we started doing was one of the very few role-play sims I think that's tied in with a completely normal entertainment sim. As Dublin and Second Life, who I know you did a show from some time ago, yeah, they have given us. We've got a location there that is that we call Muggle Dublin. And it's part of the Ministry of Magic, and it's an actual location, and our characters can go and roleplay in Dublin. Obviously not doing spells and effects, because you don't do that in front of Muggles. But we're looking to tie in with other sims and other places, and we're very proud of the fact that Dublin were more than willing to work with us, because we're quite sensible normally, actually, and it works out well for both, so it's really good, and hopefully we'll be spreading out a little tendrils of power, and with more members as well. We'll go from 1 sim to 2 sims, maybe. We'll see.
Well, I love this place. It's been absolutely terrific, and I'm very grateful to you for hosting the Late Show here at the World of Hogwarts. Thank you very much for your time. Danton Thirroul, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you,
Thank you very much.
And we'll be back right after this with more of the Late Show, so please don't go away.